Food is more than nourishment in Palestine. It's a symbol of resilience, history, and cultural identity. For centuries, the people of Palestine have cultivated the land, passing down farming methods and recipes through generations. At the heart of Palestinian agriculture are olive trees, which have stood for centuries, providing not just food, but a powerful symbol of hope and resistance. Every autumn, families gather to harvest olives, a practice that ties them to their ancestors. Olive oil, often called liquid gold, is used in nearly every dish and forms a cornerstone of the Palestinian diet. Palestinian cuisine is simple, yet deeply connected to the land. Ingredients like za'atar, a herb mix of wild thyme and sumac, and grains like frika and bulgur reflect ancient traditions. Staple dishes like Maqluba, a layered rice dish, Musakhan, and Kanafeh, a sweet dessert, tell stories of community, family, and celebration. However, the Palestinian food system faces significant challenges. Farmers contend with limited access to land, water scarcity, and import restrictions that make it difficult to grow crops. Yet, despite these struggles, Palestinian farmers continue to adapt, using sustainable techniques like rainwater harvesting and organic farming to preserve their land and culture. Looking ahead, there is hope for the future of Palestine's food system. Young Palestinians are embracing sustainable farming practices, working to preserve their agricultural heritage while innovating for the future. Global solidarity movements are also helping to raise awareness by supporting local farmers and purchasing Palestinian products like olive oil. Through food, the people of Palestine maintain their unbreakable connection to the land, ensuring that their traditions and resilience endure. Palestinian cuisine is rich with iconic dishes, each one telling a story of the land and its people. Maqluba, meaning upside down, is a dish that captures the essence of Palestinian hospitality and tradition. Layers of spiced meat, vegetables, and rice are cooked together in a pot, then flipped onto a serving plate in a grand display. This dish is often served at family gatherings, weddings, and special occasions, symbolizing abundance and togetherness. Musakhan is another beloved dish, especially during the olive harvest season. This simple yet flavorful meal consists of roasted chicken, onions, and sumac, served on top of tabbouleh bread soaked in olive oil. Musakhan celebrates the olive harvest and is a true embodiment of Palestinian cuisine's connection to the land. And then there's Kanafeh, a sweet, cheesy dessert that originates from the city of Nablus. Made with shredded phyllo dough, soft cheese, and soaked in syrup, Kanafeh is a dessert that's not only a treat for the taste buds, but a reflection of the festive spirit in Palestinian culture. Kanafeh is particularly popular during Ramadan and other celebrations, offering a sweet end to a communal meal. These dishes, along with staples like falafel, hummus, and stuffed grape leaves, form the core of Palestinian food culture. Each dish carries with it the story of the land, the people, and the traditions that have survived for generations. Food is at the heart of Palestinian culture. It's more than just sustenance. It's a symbol of resistance, resilience, and deep-rooted heritage. For thousands of years, the land of Palestine has been fertile ground for farming and cooking traditions passed down through generations. Palestinian cuisine is shaped by the land's ancient history. Grains, olives, and fruits have been cultivated here for millennia, with methods and recipes handed down through families, preserving a bond to the earth and the ancestors. But it's not just about the food on the table. It's about the meaning behind every dish. From weddings to religious celebrations like Ramadan and Eid, meals represent community and connection. In every bite, there's a story of family, history, and land. Influences from the Ottoman Empire, Mediterranean trade routes, and neighboring cultures have all left their mark, creating a cuisine that's as rich as the history of the land itself. Whether in bustling markets or rural villages, food brings people together, forging connections through tradition and flavor. The story of Palestinian food is a story of survival. Against all odds, the food system has persisted, a testament to the unbreakable spirit of the people. The heart of Palestinian cuisine lies in its simplicity and the deep connection to the land. Take, for instance, olive oil, often called liquid gold. Palestinian families rely on this staple not just for cooking, but as a symbol of their heritage. The process of making olive oil begins with the harvest in late autumn. Hand-picked olives are pressed, yielding a rich oil that's used in nearly every dish. Za'atar is another cornerstone of Palestinian cuisine. This herb mix, made from wild thyme, sesame seeds, sumac, and salt, is more than a seasoning. It's a cultural tradition. Families often prepare their own za'atar blends, foraging thyme from the hills, ensuring that every meal has a touch of the homeland. Wheat, one of the oldest cultivated crops, is essential to Palestinian cooking. From frika, a roasted green wheat used in soups and salads, to bulgur, which forms the base of many dishes, grains are central to the Palestinian diet. The cultivation of wheat represents centuries of tradition, with techniques passed down through generations. Tahini, made from sesame seeds, is another staple ingredient. This versatile paste is used in dishes like hummus and baba ganoush and is also featured in desserts. It's a perfect example of how Palestinians maximize simple ingredients to create deep, rich flavors. Even something as basic as bread carries cultural significance. Taboon bread, baked in wood-fired ovens, is a daily necessity in most households. It's often eaten with olive oil and za'atar, bringing together the most fundamental Palestinian flavors in every bite. Farming in Palestine is more than just an occupation. It's a way of life. Farmers here have been cultivating the land for thousands of years, often using the same methods as their ancestors. Terrace farming, dry farming, and organic methods have all been part of the Palestinian tradition, with farmers working in harmony with the land. The olive tree stands as the symbol of Palestinian resilience. For centuries, these trees have provided the lifeblood of the community. Every year, families come together for the olive harvest, a practice that ties them to their history and heritage. The oil pressed from these olives is more than a product. It's a piece of Palestinian identity. But farming in Palestine is not without its challenges. Access to water is one of the biggest obstacles Palestinian farmers face. Water scarcity, especially in the West Bank, makes it difficult to irrigate crops, and the unequal distribution of resources adds to the struggle. Yet, Palestinian farmers are finding ways to adapt. Rainwater harvesting, drip irrigation, and other sustainable methods are helping them survive. Despite the hardships, Palestinians continue to innovate. Grassroots movements are working to promote sustainability and protect traditional farming methods. These efforts are crucial for preserving not only the land, but the cultural and historical ties that come with it. For many Palestinians, farming is a form of resistance, a way to maintain their connection to the land despite the challenges they face. The Palestinian food system is not without its struggles. Land access is a significant challenge. As settlements expand and land is confiscated, farmers lose their ability to cultivate crops. For many, the land is not just a source of food, but a connection to their ancestors. Losing it means losing a piece of their identity. Water scarcity is another pressing issue. The unequal distribution of water resources makes it difficult for Palestinian farmers to irrigate their crops. In some areas, farmers receive far less water than neighboring settlements, leading to lower yields and economic hardship. Yet, despite these obstacles, Palestinian farmers continue to find ways to adapt. Import restrictions also play a major role in the food system's challenges. Blockades, especially in Gaza, limit the importation of essential farming equipment and materials like seeds, fertilizers, and tools. This creates a ripple effect throughout the agricultural sector, impacting production and contributing to food insecurity. Despite these immense challenges, Palestinians remain resilient. Food has become a symbol of resistance. Every olive tree planted, every crop harvested, is a reminder that the people of Palestine will not give up their connection to the land.